Hi friends, it's Sam from Paper Besos. How has everyone been? I hope everyone has had a great holiday and a great new year. I'm like way late saying that, but things have been a little wild for me, so I haven't really had time to do much filming or crafting or participating in everyone's lives, and I'm trying to get back on the wagon though. I really miss everybody and everything. I miss crafting. My daughter got married, most of you know, back in December. That was a wild time. It was awesome, beautiful wedding. And I have started working more too, at my main job. So I'm working 5 days a week mostly. I used to only work 4 days a week. So that's taking up a lot of my time. I love what I do, so I'm definitely blessed that way, but I do miss crafting. But I wanted to come on today and film the book that I made for my daughter's wedding. It's kind of like a junk journal guest book, and I wanted to share it with you. I made it entirely from hand. I made the cover. I made the little bead dangles on the side. I put it all together myself, so I wanted to kind of show you that. I just have a nice little tie in the middle that I got from Eccentric Moonbeams, I think. I'll make sure I link all my little shops. I had bought a set from her a while back that was remnants and pieces from wedding dresses, and I knew I was going to use it for this book, so I had it set aside for this, and I'll show you some other pieces that are inside that I got from her. But this little piece of lace was what she tied all of the material together with. So all the fabric that I bought from her in remnants, it is tied to the side. I'll show you that. But this is the cover. I don't know if it's coming across, but this is kind of like not quite a dark green. It's kind of like a sage color. This itself, my sister-in-law gave me. Let's see if I can get it close up. It's actually from a headboard from my nephew. She didn't keep it on there, but it's almost like a pressed wood. It's very pretty. And all I did was just paint over it. That's the Anna Griffin die. I did some painting. Of course, everything is sealed wax. There's some nice little metal corners on there. On the side, I did some texture paste through a stencil and then painted it. Did some wax. This all rose gold. Her wedding was rose gold, pinks, sages. So that is the side, and then beads. There's a nice little, this is a guy I got from a vintage shop, I don't know, years ago. It's just a little horse. It's like a little pendant. And you can see there's a lot going on in here. I've got wood beads that I got from my friend Sandra. Some beads that I bought from someone that made them for me on Etsy. There's some Michaels. A lot of glass beads in here. I like glass beads. Little wooden spool. More of those paper beads. Thank you, Sandra. They're so pretty in this. And there's a little... Who made this for me? I forget. I think April made that for me. I bought a kit from her back in the day, and I put it on here. So thanks for that, April. Look how pretty. There's a little metal heart. Little puff ball. Keys. Lots going on, but I feel like the colors all work really, really well. So there's a little butterfly. All kinds of cute little details, because, you know, I like the details. It's all about the details, babe. Now, the spine itself, I don't know if I'll be able to show you. It's my favorite spine to do. It's my favorite binding, basically, binding. It's the floating spine. So I have 7 signatures in here. So any page that she turns it to, it's going to lay flat for her. Oh my gosh. There she is. Claudia and Corey. I did do a little thing in here. I basically just copied this word for word. I got no shame. I didn't know what to say. I'm not the best with words. I'm not a writer. So I copied this word for word from Little Bindy. Thanks, Johanna. Girl, I watched your video so many times on how to do this. And I'm like, how do I explain to people what this is, because, you know, not everybody has seen junk journals. And I had this at, you know, the entrance of the venue, and that's where people normally sign, and they're going to walk past it and go, where are we signing? You know? So I overthink things. That is one of my superpowers, overthinking. So I needed a way to explain to people simply what this is. And Johanna just had such a great explanation in hers that she did for her wedding. And I am so grateful for her, because I just don't know how I would have worded it. It would have been 5 paragraphs long or something. So let me make sure I'm in frame. This is handmade paper from Sarita. Thank you so much, babe. I'm so glad I got that from her. The venue was gorgeous. The wedding was gorgeous. We had such a good day. Paper is all from Anna's Wonderland, who is Lace Boutique 1. She just, my goodness, this whole book is all digitals from her shop. So I don't remember the names, but I'll go back and I'll put all the listings or all the names of all the different paper collections I used. I'll put them down in the description. So if you want something, you can either go to Anna's shop. I'll put a link to her Etsy, or you can contact Anna directly and let her know which digital you want if she doesn't have it up on her Etsy. She's super sweet, and I'll even put my discount code so that you can partake in that. So all of this is, man, that's pretty. Sari Silk Focus. Sari Silk that I got from an Etsy shop. I will link that as well. Vintage paper that I glued. The way that I did these together, the way that I put the pages together, because they're entire 8.5 by 11 copy paper size. This is a big book. I didn't even measure it, but it's a huge book. So how I put them together is I just took some fabric. I don't know if you can see that. Let's zoom in a little bit. I took some fabric and I sewed it onto the edges so that when you open it, there's like 2 full copy sheets of paper there. So big book, babe. Big book. Do you want me to go back and measure? Let's do that one time real fast. Why not? So, yeah, so 11 by 9.5. That's a big girl. And I know the spine is 3 inches because that's my favorite size for a spine is 3 inches, because extra. That's why. So there's a little vintage doily in here. Also more digitals from Anna. This is a vintage lace that I picked up from a local shop that just closed. Like, what's happening in the world? But that is some vintage lace. You can actually use that for a little tuck spot. There's an envelope on this side. And this has already been signed by guests, so there will be pages where you'll see some of the signatures and some of the notes and well wishes from some of the guests as they signed it. But it was so cute. Such a cute wedding. Okay. Pocket, which I stamped on. All kinds of goodies in here. So this is from a local restaurant. I just put some die cuts in here for her. Nice cute little ferns. Thought she would like that. Vintage card. So she can use that for memories, hidden journaling. And people actually pulled out some of the cards and signed them and put their well wishes in them. So some of them are tucked away, which I let people know that was okay to do. This is paper. I think this one is from, I have paper from Chiquita and from Sarita, so I can't remember whose is whose sometimes, so you'll have to forgive me, ladies. Sorry. But I'll put both of their links. And just some digitals, die cuts that I cut out. Look at that mirrored cardstock. Definitely mirrored. You can see the whole world. Look. And that one is in rose gold. Again, that was her color. Her dress was actually pink and rose gold. There's a vintage crocheted piece that I put, and that's some rose gold. You can see someone signed that. One of the guests, more things tucked away, little paper remnants for her to use in her journaling. All digitals from Anna's Wonderland. I'm still in her design team, by the way. I'll be doing a design team project at the end of the month, so that's exciting. This is a book from the spine of a book. This is a Walt Whitman, and I just left it as grungy as I could. I sewed all around it. You can kind of see the grungy tape still. You can like zoom in. I won't worry with the zooming anymore because I'm gonna mess that up. But on your YouTube, if you're on the app, you have the option to kind of zoom in and you can see kind of close up. So I'm filming this in 4K, so hopefully it won't affect the picture as you zoom in. So did a nice little die cut or embossed paper. Sorry, I'm like all over the place this morning. And that's just a little card. Somebody signed that, and there's some well wishes in there for them as well. That's so sweet. I really love this idea. I did some stenciling here. There's more of that beautiful sari silk. It's like a copper color. I hope it comes across that way. It's so pretty. Little clips everywhere. Another pocket from our little Saigon bistro. It's one of our favorite places to go to with my girls. So last time I went there, I kept a bunch of these so I could put them in her book for her. And more bits and pieces from digitals that I printed from Anna because they're all wonderful. Those are all her digitals. There's the other side of that doily. Really cute piece of sari, or a remnant. And this I got from, is it Vanessa? Oh my gosh. You know how I am. I always draw a blank with names, but I'll put a link to her Instagram shop because I got some stuff last minute from her, and every piece of that set matched. All the pieces, all the fabric, everything matched what I was doing, and I used almost every single bit of the kit that I bought from her. So there's more well wishes. There's a little pocket here, a little flower tag. I think I got this one from Penny. Man, that's pretty. Sticker. Man, the paper is pretty. And that's avocado paper. I forget who that's from. Digital from Anna. All kinds of signatures everywhere. That's actually a magnet. I think I left that in there. They're so cute. There's more sari. Digital. Vintage card for her to do whatever with. Look at these digitals, people. Come on. This digital, the yellow, Anna was nice enough to name it after my mother who passed. So it was only fitting that I put it in my daughter's book for her wedding. We really missed having my mom at the wedding. My goodness. And there's another little piece that I got from Vanessa. A little envelope. And there's goodies in here. Rose paper, bows. Because. Porque. I thought that was cute, so I threw that in there for her. A really cute little paper clip. And this is handmade paper. One of my daughters made this for me ages ago. So again, only fitting that I put it in my daughter's wedding book. More digital. Yeah, that's pretty. Vintage wedding card, which I got from Miss Sue, who's in the old schoolhouse. I'll link her also. She has some of the cutest stuff, and I'm always getting really great stuff from her. But I sewed a pocket in here. There's a little paper clip. It's super cute. And you can see the glue from where whoever had it glued to like a scrapbook. And it has like to and from down here, like someone signed it. But I covered it up with this little fabric. because I didn't want to, I don't know. Normally I wouldn't worry about that, but because other people have signed this, I didn't want my daughter to think that this was signed by someone at the wedding party when it really wasn't. It was already like that. So that's my thought process. Some vintage paper lined. This is one of those pieces that I was talking about that's made from a vintage wedding dress. And I sewed it on here, kind of like as a little tab on the page. Just super cute. That's another vintage wedding card. I signed this. That's super cute. Man, and it's like crunchy because it's got like glitter on the front. I probably should use a different clip for it, but oops. Lots of well wishes from the fam here. I'm going to turn it over just cuz. And more pages, digitals, a little fabric on the edge there, a little lace, and a bead with a little zhuzh on there on a garment pin. More of Anna's digitals. Am I in frame? I got another embossed paper there, coffee tea dye paper, digital. All the Sari silk that I got, my goodness, good job. Pretty stuff. Another piece from Vanessa. You see what I'm saying? Like everything that was in that little kit that I got from her absolutely matched. And so I tucked some stuff down in there. Uh-oh, it's probably stuck. Shoot. This actually was originally on the outside of the book. I was going to use it on, you can see where I took it off. I was going to use it on the spine, I think, and I did not like the look of it. So I took it off, kept it, popped it in here so she can use it for something if she wants to. There's a little tag. So these are 2 little tuck spots. Also, there is a vintage hanky, but look at the detail. That one is just... it feels so dainty and light. I had to use it in here. And there is more of the digital pages. I did this one on vellum, so listen to that. More paper, another little piece from Vanessa. This has like goodies in there. What did I put in there? Something she made, I think. Oh no, this also was on the outside of the spine originally. Didn't like the way it looked, but look how cute. It's cute. I just didn't like it on the book. So I put it in here for her, and this was a little envelope that Vanessa included in the kit I bought from her. So I just kept it in here and put something else in it and used all the other stuff in the actual book itself. That little tiny clip. Oh my gosh, it's so bitty and cute. There's the other side of a hanky, avocado paper, coffee tea dye paper, and then I cut out a little area to give it a little bit of flavor. You see that? And then I put some paper on the outside and kind of grunged it up on the edges so that you would get that nice outline definition of what I cut out there. Now these pages are a little different. This is a whole signature in itself. So what I did was I used regular scrapbook paper, and I had these little vintage pockets envelopes, and I mounted them on here and put scraps of paper in here for her. She still has room to add on if she wants to, but I put all kinds of little scraps for her so she could put wedding photos in there and other, you know, keepsakes from the wedding. Here's the big one. And that one has like an actual lining inside. I'll pull it out slightly so you can see that. So she can actually put some nice big photos in there if she wants to keep them safe. That should be acid free, so that's not going to mess up her photos. I'll tuck that in later. And then this side, there's a nice tuck spot here with envelope. This is again from that collection that is named after my mom. It's called, I think this one is called Carmelita. So it's real pretty shades of pink and yellow, and it's perfect. And then there's just like little remnants of scrapbook paper in there for her to use, however. Another big one right here, another big envelope. More tuck spots. Another envelope with that paper collection. Look at this paper. Look at this digital. Jeez Louise. So pretty. I printed it out on a linen paper, so it actually has a really good texture to it, and it feels kind of like wallpaper. I mean, look at it. That's also from Anna. Don't you love the colors? I painted the inside of it to kind of match. And that is Chiquita's paper. My gosh, my ladies came through for me. Another little place for her to use as a tuck spot. Another tuck spot from an envelope. I didn't take that off, but that's actually vintage. And that was already on there. But I thought she could use it to make like little notes or hidden journaling, so I stuck it in there for her. Also did some hand painting here. And that is a vellum envelope that I got from someone. All kinds of little digitals in here. A little pocket. And this is all just stuff that I had already from other projects, so I just shoved them in there. Also, little regular notebook, lined notebook paper. This I got at, what, Office Max or Staples? It was a whole, like, notebook. A really nice one, you know, the kind where the paper tears at the edge. Really heavy-duty paper. Nice. Well, the cover of it is what I used. It was very heavy. It's what I used to make the cover for the journal. So, use what you got. And there's some more avocado paper. I'm pretty sure I got that from Penny. More of Sarita's paper. This one is, I'm pretty sure this one is Chiquita's paper. I don't know what you would call, what kind of paper you would call this, but it's fabulous. I don't remember where I got that from. These digitals, I tell you what. I made a little tuck spot with lace here. Got this from Vanessa. Thanks, girl. And then little tags from that Carmelita digital. So she can do whatever with those. This has been a long time coming. I'm sorry it took so long to like record this and get this out for you guys. Painted the back. Another piece from a wedding dress that I got from Eccentric Moonbeams. Thank you very much. I'm pretty sure that's who I got it from. Good Lord, I hope I'm not giving the wrong name. Oh. I can always look it up. I try to keep a list of everything that I purchased from all the different shops because I have such bad memory. And that way I can go back and reference who I got it from and then make sure that I tag everybody. That's more digital from Anna. It's a little paper clip that's like grunged up. I just like did some inking, coffee tea dye paper. I think that's from Chiquita. All my coffee tea dye paper is from her. And there's a little piece from a digital from Anna. This piece that I put down here is actually from one of the bridesmaids' dresses when they had it altered. I took a piece of it to put it in here. It's from her sister's dress. I thought that was a cute touch. More digitals. This one also on linen paper, so it has that beautiful feel to it. This is all a digital, so letting Anna do the work for me. That's another piece, vintage lace. These are Anna's digitals. Aren't those cute? That's just a little scrap page that I got from somebody somewhere. This is actually what I used while I was making the book to try and figure out what colors to use. So I kept it. I put it in here for her. I figured she could figure out. She's artsy. Excuse me. She's artsy too, so I'm sure she'll figure out a way to incorporate it into her book. So I kept it. Another digital I just had sitting around. I think this one I got from Maria, who's a pen pal of mine. So I just put it in here. She sent that to me. Anna's digital. I did some painting on the back. I like how that came out, actually. It almost looks like a wood grain or a stain.
And then I just put on a little crocheted heart and then tuck some of the pieces in that I made for her. More digital, more Sari. Digitals, more linen paper. My gosh, it feels so good. If you've never printed on linen paper before, you've got to try it. There's a little bit more of Carmelita. That is a piece that I got from Vanessa and that kit that I've been talking about. Absolutely perfect. This I got from Ashley, who's More Crafts. She sent me a bunch of stuff. A lot of Happy Mail from her, so I used one of those pages she sent me. This is another vintage wedding card. Chiquita's paper. I covered up who this was from so that, again, you know, she wouldn't be confused as to if one of the wedding guests had signed it, but she can use it for her own purposes. So more digitals from Anna, lined paper, another trim piece from Vanessa and her beautiful kit, coffee today paper, guests signed, just a pocket here. This is actually a sticker that I put on heavy cardstock, grunged around the corners, and then sewed it in so it would be a nice heavy pocket. And this is a nice little card from her sister, but you can see the cherry blossoms. My girls really love cherry blossoms and Asian culture, and so that fits in perfectly. Another digital. This digital is actually from Ruby and Pearl. Wait, is it Ruby and Pearl? What is it? Something XO? I can't remember. Anyway, it's something I had lying around. I printed it on a paper bag that I'd cut up. So I threw it in here because I like the colors, the greens. Another picture of my kiddos. You can see I did up the, I sewed this in there and put a bunch of zhuzh on there for them. Another piece of trim from Vanessa. A little pocket, goodies in there. Another paper that I received from Ashley at More Crafts. Avocado paper. Backside is from the Carmelita digital collection. Have my tag in here. I did not put anything here yet. I left it alone. If my daughter tells me that she wants a pocket here, I'll make one and send it to her. But this is how I attached the ribbon. I just have a nice little eyelet in there. And then I just strung it through. And then you wind it around and then just tie a nice little bow. So that's the closure for that. But look how cute it looks on the sides with all of the goodies, all the little trims and Sari, and I really do like the way it came out. More importantly, my daughter liked the way it came out. So thank you so much for watching, my friends. I really appreciate you all. I will try to be a little more active now that I am past all of that. I feel like it's March, and I feel like I'm still recovering from the family wedding. Child, please. This is the first one we had get married. I mean, we have 4 children. They're all grown though, but she's the first one to get married. So it was quite an adventure. It was a lot of work, but so much fun and a really, really happy time. But all right, that's it, my friends. All right. Love you, Besos. Bye.